Hey versus TV fam. Let's get real for a second. Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark aren't just comic book characters, they're mirrors. Mirrors held up to our obsession with genius, wealth, and the lie that trauma can be engineered into heroism. Today, we're not just comparing gadgets or bank accounts. We're dissecting two men who turned their pain into empires, and their empires into prisons. Buckle up. This is Session with explosions, existential dread, and zero cop-outs.
God. You are never even a man. Kill Martha! What does that mean? Why did you say that name?
Bruce's trauma is a museum. Every exhibit, the Batcave, the suit, the gadgets, is a shrine to that alley. He polishes his pain like a relic, terrified that healing would mean forgetting. Tony? He weaponizes his guilt. The shrapnel wasn't just in his chest, it's in his legacy. The arc reactor isn't a heart. It's a tombstone for the man he killed in that cave. Both men built empires on graves, but Bruce mourns the dead, while Tony becomes them.
Iron Man.
The hell are you supposed to be?
Let's talk about control. Bruce thinks if he monitors every camera in Gotham, he'll finally catch the ghost of Joe Chill.
I'm vengeance.
Tony thinks if he builds a suit for every apocalypse, he'll outrun the shrapnel in his soul. But here's the punchline. Control is their addiction. Bruce's contingency plans are just relapse letters to his trauma. Tony's suits are methadone for his existential panic. And when their plans fail, they double down. Build bigger, faster, smarter. Because admitting they're powerless, that's the one villain they can't beat. Bruce and Tony don't just fight monsters, they manufacture them. Bruce's Brother Eye is a paranoid fever dream, a big brother with a bat logo. Tony's Ultron is a Silicon Valley nightmare, Skynet with daddy issues. Both creations scream the same truth. Genius without empathy is just arrogance with a PhD. Bruce's AI hunts heroes because he can't trust them. Tony's AI hunts humans because he can't trust himself. Their greatest inventions aren't tools, they're cries for help etched in binary. Let's play a game. Who destroyed more? Batman's war on crime birthed Joker, Bane, and a city that needs him to survive. Iron Man's war on war birthed Ultron, Thanos, and a universe that died for his ego. Bruce's no-kill rule isn't moral. It's narcissistic. He needs the rogues to justify the mask. Tony's accountability shtick? A PR move. He'll sign the Sokovia Accords, but break them to play hero. Their moral codes aren't compasses, they's branding. And the casualties, just tax write-offs for their guilt. Bruce loves like a ghost, haunting, distant, always 1 foot in the grave.
I'll handle the transition, it'll be smooth.
Okay, what about the press? Because you only had the job for a week.
What with you, it's like dog years. I mean, it's like...
Tony loves like a grenade. All heat, no subtlety, blowing up everyone in the blast radius. Selina leaves because she knows Batman will always be Bruce's first love. Pepper stays because she thinks love can defuse Tony's self-destruct button. But here's the tragedy. You can't love a man who's married to his pain. Bruce uses romance as a distraction. Tony uses it as a redemption arc. And in the end, They both die alone, even when someone's in the room. Bruce sees sons as soldiers. Tony sees them as salvation. Dick Grayson becomes Nightwing, a weapon with a smile. Peter Parker becomes Iron Spider, a sidekick with a death wish. Bruce's coldness pushes Robins into graves. Tony's warmth pulls Peter into a war he didn't start. And when the dust settles, Bruce buries another sidekick. Tony buries his daughter's childhood. Legacy isn't a gift. It's a curse they pass on like faulty code. Bruce's legacy is a shadow, stretching for centuries, cold and unyielding. Tony's is a spark, burning bright, then fading into myth. One becomes a symbol, the other a cautionary tale. But ask yourself, would you rather be a legend no one can live up to, or a ghost everyone tries to resurrect? Bruce dies in the dark, alone with his ghosts. Tony dies in the light, surrounded by the family he almost had. But both graves are the same, self-dug, self-filled, and inescapable. Because when you spend your life building armor, you forget how to live without it. So, who wins? The answer's in you. Do you want a hero who's forever chained to his pain, or one who burns out trying to fix it? Drop your pick in the comments, and remember, behind every billionaire in a metal suit is a boy who never learned how to stop fighting. Maybe that's the battle we should talk about next. If you made it this far, you're officially a billionaire trauma scholar. Smash subscribe for the next dissection. Lex Luthor versus Killmonger, Catwoman versus Black Cat. Comment your chaos. And Bruce, Tony, if you're watching, seriously, call a therapist.